It's a political Powerball. No dough, but delegates. Two massive delegate prizes are still on the line. New York and California. They offered up the biggest chance for the GOP candidates to move closer, 1,237 delegates. But even getting those prize states might not guarantee that the GOP will not find itself in a contested convention. Former New Hampshire Governor John Sununu goes on the record. Good evening, sir.
How are you, Greta?
Very well. So 2012, you were the chairman of the Rules Committee for the convention. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Do those rules apply this time, or can you come out, or will the new Rules Committee come up with new rules?
Yeah, they specifically do not apply. Rule 42 from the last set of rules said they only apply to the 2012 convention and that new rules have to be done for the next convention. Oh. And so what will happen, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir.
What will happen is the Rules Committee usually convenes the day before the convention, two representatives from each state and the territory, so about 110 altogether, and they go through the old rules and make the adjustments. And one of the things you try to do with the rules is make the rules reflect the needs that the convention has relative to the structure of the candidates coming in and the calendar and all that. One of the things that we had to take into account last time was that we had lost a day because of the hurricane, and so we had to be frugal, if you will, with television time, and that's where the eight-state rule, one of the reasons the eight-state rule was considered, so that we wouldn't waste the television time. That does not mean the limitation of that rule does not mean that people that are not nominated cannot be voted for. In the last one, Mitt Romney, of course, most of the people released their delegates, and Mitt got around 2,000 votes. Ron Paul got around 190 or 200 votes on the first ballot. I think Rick Santorum got a couple of handfuls of votes. Michelle Bachmann got some votes, and so on. What that limitation of 40B that everyone's talking about really determines who gets a formal nomination from the floor, is allowed a floor demonstration of X minutes, and I don't remember how long that was, and is allowed to have a number of speeches totaling, in the last one, 15 minutes, so that their friends can tell us why they are the best one to be nominated. But that's the limitation. Not who can get votes, and not who does not dictate who delegates can and can't vote for.
Okay, so it seems to me, when in listening to what you said, the thing that I seized upon is you said that this Rules Committee, which is very powerful, is going to have two representatives each state. Who picks those two representatives each state? Because if I'm running for president, I want to.
Generally, the delegates of each state. Each state, in essence, picks their two delegates to go to the Rules Convention. And so if somebody controls the delegation, like Wisconsin, Ted Cruz came out of Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure Ted Cruz-leaning people will pick the two people from Wisconsin to go to the Rules Committee.
So if there's sort of a split in a state with delegates, with the proportional delegate situation, you could have the two. You could have the Trump campaign and the Cruz campaign fighting over who's going to be their delegates, fighting over who are going to be their two representatives.
Look, if it's truly 50-50, they'll probably send they'll settle on one each or something like that.
That's why that might work out. Anyway, we're going to all agree on what it's not going to be Governor Sununu, thank you for joining us, sir.